Hello and welcome to yet another edition of Time Pass with the New Indian Express. I have with me Rana Daggubati, and it's hard to know which world he's not conquered: technological, natural, um, a great storyteller, uh, and also now has broken several hearts by getting himself engaged, which is, I think, a major social phenomenon that has taken place completely online. But he's here today to talk to us about his forthcoming movie, Haathi Mere Saathi, which looks fantastic, and I can only imagine the kind of work he's put into it. So thank you so much first for being with us, Rana, and
Thank you.
many congratulations.
Thank you.
And
Thank you very much.
and can we begin by your prep for the role of Hathi Mere Saathi? 200 days in various forests of India and Thailand and living with those wonderful animals. And, of course, it must have broken your heart when you saw what happened in Kerala.
See, let me just first speak about what happened. I mean,
Yeah,
probably the most cruel act of humanity that you've kind of seen, like right in front of our eyes. And also, sometimes we just feel like we're the wrong race, and these are
right.
things that put you out and showing you that. And like, see, for me, I spent a lot of time with elephants. I spent a considerable amount of time. I was training with them for over a month. I shot with them for over 60, 70 days. I was in jungles for close to 200 days.
Right.
And see, that's when you understand. I mean, the jungle teaches you so many things.
Yeah.
Just realize why that's so important to the earth. Every creature that's living there, whether it's the biggest elephant to the smallest insect in that jungle, they're
Yeah.
actually doing a job so that the earth stays proper and we can live a happy
Right.
life. And as humans, we do everything that's the most unnatural in the most unnatural ways and try to drive what's right for the earth away. And the situation that we're stuck in right now kind of gives us a clear indication that we've messed up somewhere and consistently keep messing up.
Exactly.
And this is just incidents to underline those.
And what is it that it taught you? Playing a caveman cannot have been easy. Not that anyone can accuse you of doing easy things. You always seem to be going for the difficult role. But what did it teach you? In a way, a preparation for this lockdown?
Well, you can say that for sure. I mean, it's a very different before I tell you about the character, I have to tell you about Prabhu Solomon, the director who I worked with. It's the
Right,
first time I've been working with him. He's worked with elephants before. He's worked with the forest before. If you
right.
see the films of Kumki and Maina, also
Yeah,
he
that's right.
in villages closer to jungles and others.
Right.
So he had an understanding of nature that was very beautiful, very real, which he kind of brought me into during the times we started prepping,
Hmm.
and we spent those 20, 30 days to kind of understand the look of how this person is going to be, how he lives,
Hmm.
and kind of discovered this character in the jungle itself. So it was not something that we did in a workshop,
Hmm.
then went to the jungle. It was the other way around. We
Right.
trained with the elephants, went to the locations, hung around there, spoke there. I dressed like him, and we started creating details of different people who lived like that across the world. We've taken examples from Africa, India. There's a gentleman called Jadav Piang, who's called the forest man of India. He's actually, in his lifetime, planted an entire forest. He planted close to lakhs of trees and
Wow.
in the Brahmaputra basin. And
Right.
that led to an entire forest and an ecosystem coming back.
Right.
It's really a power of one man. I mean, one man can do a lot,
Right.
and that's what this character kind of taught me. And wherever you are, you could be in a little hole in a cave or
Yeah.
a massive jungle. It still is the same. When you're alone, you still create things for yourself and do the right things, right? So I think that's really what the film taught me, and taught me of you got to listen to the earth at all times.
Right.
That the earth tells you. It's not like you can just make bullish and bold decisions and go forward without that in consideration. And most thoughts that we make today usually don't have that in our
Yeah.
first list of agenda. I think that should change.
So, talk. talk a little more about the role in Haathi Mere Saathi. You know, it just seems physically so demanding. What you had to carry an elephant's trunk on
Yeah,
you, what, 200 kilos? I mean, how big is an elephant? How much does an elephant weigh, a regular elephant?
I mean, see, the trunk itself is close to about 160, 170 kilos, and it just totally drops on you.
God.
See, in the beginning, you're always very wary during training and stuff because you want to be at the right distance. You want to do all of this stuff. But once you end up right there, right in the scene, now you're already comfortable. The elephants, they're comfortable with you. They, we're just playing, and they also think we're just playing, right?
Huh.
And just a simple trunk that falls on your shoulder as playfulness will just drop you down in 1 second.
Right.
Uh, but they're lovely animals. They're just beautiful. They just feel so much more grander than you are in the circle of life.
Right.
What I'd like to say about them, and as the role itself, right? One, I think first Mr. Prabhu Solomon was the man who did all of this. There was one exercise that we did here in Hyderabad, where I actually cut off my hair. I had very very short hair, cut off my beard.
Huh.
He created one look, and we did a photo shoot and stuff. Then he didn't like it at all, and
Okay.
and he said, no, this is not what I want. Just keep growing your beard, and
Okay.
let's go to the jungle and decide this. So it was like 6 months away. I was just growing my beard. I was started hanging. It started hanging. It kept all the way here, and we went to the jungle. He's put the costumes on me, and then we started understanding how Kaadan speaks, how Bandev speaks,
Right.
where did he live, and we realized how he climbs up these places,
Right.
and started understanding from those rangers, tribals, forestmen, others, what life is like there, whether the pace of his run, whether the pace of his walk. And then all the big size that I had, he wanted me to drop off, and he said, "Listen, it's a guy in the jungle. This is not how big he wants to be." So he was very fixed about how he wanted to see me, and I guess that's what it was. And it's. I mean, yes, it is hard. I'd never say it's easy for sure.
Yeah.
I think Haathi Mere Saathi is probably the toughest film I've shot, and I've shot Bahubali too.
Yeah.
So, this is literally in the jungle, in the middle of Earth that you are,
Right.
and so that's pretty much what it. I mean, see, I had no cell phones for a while. We had no real connection with the outside world, and the jungle speaks to you very differently
Right.
when you're there.
I wonder what the nights must have been like.
Like there was very few that, because first it's pitch dark, it's black, you can't
Yeah.
see anything, you can't see more than 2 or 3 feet, and so we used to try to wrap as early as possible so we don't fall in night, and especially in the areas of the jungle, because we shot so close to the wild, we
Right.
had to leave very very quickly, and yeah, so it was very very adventurous for sure. That I can say.
And just the last thing, Rana, I'd like to let you go, but just a message, I think, about what happened in Kerala. I think that would be really appropriate to
Well,
give.
first, I think it's the cruelest act of mankind
Yeah.
that you've ever seen towards animals.
Right.
And one is, see, I don't even know what to say. I mean, you don't. It's awareness. It is strict laws. It is education. It's everything, right? I think all of these have to be given to people, taught uh, responsibly, either by governments or NGOs or everybody together. Uh,
Right.
See, like filmmakers, this is our tool. Our tool is to tell a story,
Right.
and this is how we try to influence. But I take an urge for the entire society to kind of move and emerge once these things are done with.
Right.